Hello everyone, I'm Dave.
And I'm Shalee.
And this is GottaSing.com.
Your online resource for a better voice.
Our student today is Madison. Come on in, Madison.
Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Great. Okay, Madison, how old are you?
16.
Madison is 16. I thought she was 15, but she's 16. Madison's been our student for a little while. She just had the lead in her high school musical, which was Hello Dolly. She played Dolly, and she was phenomenal. And so Madison, tell us what you would like to change about your voice.
Well, I'm really loud, and so I
Naturally?
yeah. So I kind of want to be able to sing softer, but still keep the same techniques that I have.
Great. So spinny and everything, but yeah, she naturally is. We're soulmates. I'm loud all the time. It's very difficult to sing softly. So we're going to work today on what's called Messa di Voce. I can't remember what it's on
It's
DVD.
volume 3.
Lesson 2. It's Messa di Voce. It's an Italian term we use in classical singing, but you also use it a lot in pop and Broadway, everything. It is a soft, loud, soft, all on the same note. And what it does, it's like, I always say it's like a crayon box. You can have a crayon box with like 6 colors in it, and that's fine. It gives you some options. But man, if you got the 64 with a sharpener, you have all these colors you can use when you sing. So we want to have all those colors. You want cornflower in your voice, all right, and bronze.
My favorite colors. And fuchsia and magenta.
Yes, exactly. And you want to have all those colors in your voice. So we're going to talk about this. First off, we're going to have Madison demonstrate a loud, what she can do with her voice in the loud. And then we're going to start doing some exercises and show you how to warm things up a little bit. All right? So just do what we did. Just that. Hey, hey, hey. Ready? And.
Okay.
And face the camera.
Okay.
And. Good. Now, talking about, as you've seen in some of our previous lessons, everybody's voice matures at a different rate. Madison happens to have a voice that matured very early, and she has this beautiful spin and beautiful volume, which is wonderful. Everybody's different, and it gives you an advantage, and we all have our gifts. So let's work now a little bit on Messa di Voce, all right? So what I'd like you to do is, and Shalee, would you check her breathing and her posture as she does this? Let's do...
Sternum high, nice breath in, blow it out, keeping ribs open, belly expanded, back expanded, good, and let it out.
Okay, now my favorite exercise of all time, which we use all the time, is Z, ah. Z, because it gets that nice right placement, Z, and then we move to ah, okay? So you're going to go Z, and you're going to do the Messa di Voce on that note. Soft, loud, soft,
Okay.
and when you get back to soft, come down the scale.
Okay.
All right? Nice and soft. Really keep it warm, keep the backspace open. All right?
Okay.
So here we go.
Let me do something with you. I'm going to count how after this exercise, I'm going to count and have you stay on the same note.
Okay.
And we're going to have you manage your breath as well as the sound so that you know how many counts to have to go soft to loud, loud to soft, okay?
Okay.
But
Now, you've got great spin in the voice, and even though you're doing soft, loud, soft, I still want to have that spin, because even when we sing soft, we still want spin. So give me a little bit of spin. That was kind of a straight tone, and you
Yeah.
can do more, you can make it more beautiful than that. So open the
Okay.
backspace up and really give us some beautiful sound, all right? Yeah.
Nice.
Now, can you give me some spin on the Z? All right, yeah, spin on the Z and then up. It's still soft.
Okay.
Yeah. Good. This is a very, very difficult technique for anyone, okay? But you're losing the spin on the soft, and that's where we get the beauty in the sound. You know, you've got this big sound and you put the spin on it, but we want soft and a little bit of spin on it as well.
So if we can
All right.
go from Z, start with the spin right on the very beginning. Z, maintain it all the way through, that nice spin, the vibrato, everything else, okay? Because you have it.
Okay.
So, which means what things have to be in place? You have to breathe, you have to be relaxed, and you have to have space.
Okay.
All right? So let's go for it.
All right, let's go a little bit higher and see what happens up in the high notes. All right,
C.
except that's not soft.
That's
That was
normal.
loud, Madison. Okay.
Sorry.
That's
It's
okay.
just a habit.
All right, yeah.
Okay, so something that's happening is you're not feeding the sound with the air. You're pulling off, letting go, pulling off, letting go, and which is causing this the vibrato go, stop, stop.
Mhm.
So to me that says that you're kind of not allowing that air to make the sound and do the work, okay? The air is really important in this, the breathing, the management of that breath, keeping everything expanded but also keeping it go. And you're going to have different amounts of pressure from the abdomen for different amounts of sound. So I want you to try it again and see if you can't keep that air flowing instead of having
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right?
Okay.
Wow. Yes, that was beautiful.
So it's really about imagining that breath constantly flowing, and there is a little more pressure with the loud, and sometimes there's pressure with soft depending on where the pitch is.
Yeah, and I went low on that one, so now let's go back up to that high note. That was a struggle. And see if you can do that again. Keep that air flowing just like you were doing
And
on that.
I'm just going to demonstrate because it helps you visualize that, okay?
Okay.
So start out with spin. Don't be afraid to go to the loud so that you can also come back, okay?
Yeah.
All right?
And the decrescendo on this, the soft part at the end is always the more difficult part of that. And I'm giving you a terrible note, I'm giving you a D, which is right at the beginning of the passaggio. So kudos to you for doing it good. All right.
And if you are going to work on this, we suggest you do it in a comfortable range. Get used to it, get comfortable with that, and move up pitch as you start to master each pitch level, etc.
Yeah, and that's all set up for
Otherwise-
you on your DVDs. We do
Right.
we do the whole range, not just a couple
Volume
of them.
3, step 2.
All right.
All right.
Go
You were all straight
Yeah.
tone, so what was
Yeah.
happening back there? You had some tension in the
Yeah.
back.
Mhm.
Okay, if it's nice and relaxed, that spin's going to also create vibrato.
Okay. Now do that one all loud, and let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Open it up and just do it all loud, not soft, and let's see what happens when you do it loud. All right, ready? Yeah. Yeah. So loud, you've got that in spades. That's awesome. Now we just gotta
Thank you.
practice. Yeah, we gotta.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
and loud is always great, but also we have to have songs. Shelley's a master of singing a beautiful soft song and just making you melt. So you want to have both. You want to be able to do both. All right.
Yeah.
So thank you for being here today, Madison, and I think you're going to stay for another lesson. So.
Yes. Yes, and remember, technique is so important for healthy singing. And if you have some issues or have something that you want to have answered, please let us know. We'll be glad to answer you back.
See ya.